Discord's New Business, written by Knight Mysterio.
I'm Jonathan.
I'm Knight Mysterio.
And I'm Spires.
Chapter 2, Customer 1, Fluttershy. Fluttershy blushed after a few moments' thought.
I think I'd like to be a Draconequus,
she said. Discord grinned happily.
My dear, I am more than happy to oblige you,
he said, snapping his fingers. For a moment, Fluttershy felt nothing save for a tingle from the neck down, and then the changes started. Her tail puffed out, becoming a reddish-brown squirrel's tail. Her body lengthened, becoming brownish with gold stripes, the body of a king snake. Her back legs shifted, becoming a deer leg and a dog's leg, while her forelegs became the arms of a baboon and a bear. The bear paw gaining an opposable thumb. Pronghorn deer antlers sprouted from her head, along with bee antennae, her head staying the same otherwise. Her mind filled with the knowledge of how to use her new powers.
Oh my.
Fluttershy managed after a moment. She smiled, looking herself over, flexing and wiggling her new fingers.
I look adorable.
She turned to Discord and asked,
How do you think I look?
To her surprise, though, Discord seemed frozen in place. A bright blush was on his face. Fluttershy blinked.
Discord?
Discord suddenly let out a chirping noise, puffing his chest out, gaining substantial fluff on his chest in the process. All around him, lollipops, ice cream cones, and flowers singing nonsense songs appeared. Fluttershy may have been naive on several things, but she could recognize a mating display when she saw one.
Oh my.
Discord blinked, coming to his senses. He blushed even deeper, facepalming, and snapped his fingers, dismissing the sweets and flowers.
I'm sorry, that was inappropriate.
Fluttershy giggled.
It's okay.
Discord grinned weakly.
It's just, I realize now that I've never actually seen another one of my own species. Much less a female, especially one as pretty as you,
he said. Fluttershy beamed.
You really think I'm pretty?
Discord stammered, realizing what he said.
Of course so pretty, A
watch with the numbers replaced with various phrases meaning retreat, the hands pointing at run for it, and abort mission appearing on his wrist.
Oh, look at the time, I'm late for an appointment.
He snapped his fingers, he and his stand vanishing in a poof. "Aww!" said a voice from behind Fluttershy. She turned, seeing Lyra behind her. "I wanted to become one of those human things when I heard Twilight talking about..." Fluttershy chuckled.
He'll be back. He's just a little embarrassed right now,
she said. Lyra giggled. "You really do look pretty," she said. Fluttershy smiled.
Thank you,
she said.
I'm going to check on my animals now.
Lyra nodded, heading off in one direction. Fluttershy started to walk off in another when a thought occurred to her.
Why not?
She said. She focused on where she wanted to go, and after a few fumbled attempts, she managed to snap her fingers, vanishing in a puff of flower petals, and reappearing right in front of her cottage. The gathered animals all scattered, fearful.
It's okay,
Fluttershy said, bowing down low and smiling.
It's just me. I wanted to transform for a day.
She whispered calming things, gently reaching out for her animals. Slowly, as they caught her scent, recognized the voice, the animals came back. Angel was the first to approach, sniffing at her curiously. Fluttershy smiled, holding out a baboon arm. Angel frowned, backing off, but hopped on her hand after sniffing it, letting Fluttershy bring her up to her face.
See, Angel? It's really me.
Angel sniffed her. There were so many scents on her now, but her face, it did indeed smell like Fluttershy. Angel gave her a "what the heck" expression. Fluttershy smiled. Her animals were starting to gather around her again, seeing Angel start to relax around her.
Well,
she said,
Discord's offering a business where ponies can transform for a day. I decided to become a Draconequus like he is.
Angel facepalmed, silently vowing to kick Discord's shins in the next time he saw him. Fluttershy smiled.
Now don't be like that,
she said.
It's just temporary, and it's quite fun. Here, let me show you. Remember that gourmet salad you wanted?
Angel looked up. Fluttershy smiled, snapping her fingers, and willing the ridiculously decadent salad with spiral sliced carrots, cream cheese, and strawberries among the treats inside it into existence.
There you go,
she said.
Special occasion. Enjoy.
Angel stared at the salad, drooling with desire. He then wiped his mouth and patted Fluttershy on the nose, as if to say, "All is well, carry on." He then hopped off of Fluttershy's baboon hand like a diving board, leaping into the salad and devouring it greedily.
Be careful,
Fluttershy admonished.
Be sure to chew your food properly.
Angel didn't listen, chomping the decadent salad eagerly, making happy noises as he did. Fluttershy shook her head, giggling.
My, you really are a little piggy.
She said. As she said it, a wild, silly idea occurred to her. She held out her bare arm and snapped her fingers. Angel turned into mist, enlarging and reforming as a big pink pig. Some of the other animals chuckled. It took Angel a moment to realize he was snorting and oinking. When he did, he looked himself over and let out a shriek, giving Fluttershy a betrayed, angry look. Fluttershy blushed.
I told you not to eat so fast,
She said.
I know you think it's just me being bossy, but I don't want you to choke.
Angel huffed, folding his forelegs in irritation.
Don't give me that look.
Fluttershy said, folding her arms as well. She was feeling rather bold now that she had such amazing new magic.
I'm the one taking care of you. It's not a chore just to be a little more careful in how you eat.
Angel sighed and delicately picked up a piece of gourmet lettuce and a trotter, eating it daintily. Fluttershy giggled.
There, was that so hard? Just don't wolf down your food, okay? You're a bunny, not a woof woof.
She said, snapping her fingers and turning Angel back into a bunny. He sighed, rolling his eyes and eating his treat again. Fluttershy, satisfied, snapped her fingers a few more times, creating treats for all her animals. Content, she curled up with them, watching as they ate. As she did, though, she felt herself getting a little bored. Everything felt too static.
Is this what it's like for Discord? For peace and quiet to feel so wrong?
She thought, feeling a little sad for her friend. She thought a little, some ideas of how to entertain herself coming to her. She hoped her friends would forgive her later. Kissing Angel on the head, she said,
Be good while I'm gone, critters. I have some stuff I need to do.
She focused on her destination and snapped her fingers, vanishing in a puff of phantom butterflies. She reappeared in midair, hovering just above a cloud. She found Rainbow Dash working with Thunderlane, Flitter, and Cloud Chaser, rearranging some cloud formations. So you're really gonna do it? Flitter asked, smiling. She had become a Thestral, her wings bat-like and her fangs pointed.
I think so!
Rainbow Dash said.
I mean, free transformations, no risks, last just a day?
She shrugged.
I have a few ideas, and it would be cool.
She smirked at Flitter.
I'd definitely become something a bit more than what you picked.
Flitter sighed. Yeah, I was expecting a bit more than just getting a craving to eat bugs and gaining the ability to eat meat. She said. Bacon's really tasty, though. Cloud Chaser and Thunderlane looked amused, if a bit ill at the mention of meat.
Don't know if I could go through with it.
Cloud Chaser said.
I've never wanted to be anything other than me.
Fluttershy ducked down behind a cloud as they chatted, wishing she were invisible. And then she was. The Draconicus giggled, pleased with how things were going. Rainbow Dash moved a cloud out of the way and went to talk with the others some more. Fluttershy snapped her fingers and the cloud moved right back where it was before.
What the?
Rainbow Dash said, confused. She moved the cloud back. Fluttershy snapped her fingers again, giggling, and the cloud sprayed water in Rainbow Dash's face. Flitter, Cloud Chaser, and Thunderlane chuckled. Rainbow Dash scowled.
A wise guy, eh?
She muttered as the cloud moved on its own again.
Listen, we have to have this sky cleared, so you get back where you're supposed to be. Got it?
Fluttershy snapped her fingers, and the cloud sprayed Rainbow Dash again.
Why, you little...
The Draconicus giggled. The cloud she was controlling sprouting a top hat, monocle, and mustache. The cloud removed its hat, bowed to Rainbow Dash, and ran off.
Get back here!
Rainbow Dash screamed, chasing after the cloud as it zipped back and forth.
I don't know what's going on, but I love it.
Thunderlane said. After a few minutes of chasing, Rainbow Dash getting more and more furious, Fluttershy made the cloud stop, turning it into cotton candy. Rainbow Dash crashed into it head-on, Fluttershy cracking up with laughter. Rainbow Dash spat out cotton candy, looking around in confusion for the source of the sound.
Fluttershy!
She asked, confused. Fluttershy appeared, nodding and giggling.
I'm sorry. I couldn't resist it.
Rainbow Dash, understanding what happened, grinned.
That was awesome!
She said.
Epic prank, Shy. I approve.
Fluttershy beamed!
Thank you.
She said, snapping her fingers and turning the cloud back to normal, and moving it where Rainbow Dash had it before.
Pretty cool look, Fluttershy.
Rainbow Dash said, looking her over.
Planning on some more fun?
Fluttershy nodded.
I think so.
She said.
So long as it's harmless.
Rainbow Dash nodded.
Sweet.
She said. She flew over to the other Pegasi.
You ponies good?
Flitter nodded, looking over the clouds. Oh yeah, everything's done. You go have fun, she said. Rainbow Dash grinned, zooming back over to Fluttershy.
So, what's next?
Rainbow Dash asked. Fluttershy blushed.
Well, I had an idea for Pinkie Pie,
she said.
Awesome, she'll love it, I know it.
Rainbow Dash said. Fluttershy smiled and snapped her fingers, the two of them vanishing. They reappeared, shrunken down inside Sugar Cube Corner.
Whoa!
Rainbow Dash said, remembering the poison joke incident.
So this is what it was like for Applejack.
Fluttershy hushed her, having them hide behind a canister of flour. As the two watched, Pinkie Pie happily served customers while the cakes made delicious confections for all.
We need to do something.
Rainbow Dash said, licking her lips.
I'm getting hungry.
Fluttershy giggled. She looked down, seeing Pinkie Pie serving Button Mash a birthday cake decorated with the Super Ponyo Brothers on it. She waited until Pinkie Pie finished singing before turning her attention to the cake.
Something special for Button first,
she said. She'd played a level of Super Ponyo Brothers before, and while she didn't really like the game, jumping on cute little turtles was mean, she remembered the layout of the first level. Snapping her fingers, the cake reshaped itself into the end-of-level castle. It was still the same cake, just reshaped. From the castle came a 3D version of the first level of Super Ponyo Bros, the Ponyo Brothers themselves appearing once the level was fully formed. Whoa! Button Mash, along with everyone else in the store, watched in fascination as the Ponyo Brothers did a run-through of the level, cheerful music playing. As they watched, the brothers made their way successfully across the level, reaching the top of the level flag and riding it down. High-hoofing each other, they went into the castle, reappearing on top of it as marzipan statues. The level construct disappearing, leaving only a cake.
The best cake ever!
Button Mash said, hugging his confused but very pleased mother. Pinkie Pie stared, her jaw dropped. She turned to the cakes, who shrugged.
He likes it.
Carrot Cake said.
I'm not complaining.
Pinkie Pie giggled and went back to work.
That was sweet on many levels!
Rainbow Dash said.
But please tell me that you have more planned.
Fluttershy grinned a very Discord-like grin.
Trust me,
she said, snapping her fingers. As Pinkie Pie went around the corner, a muffin leaped out of the nearby basket. Before the Earth Pony's confused eyes, the muffin sprouted arms and legs, producing a cane out of nowhere. Music started up again and the muffin began to dance. Pinkie Pie giggled despite herself.
I don't know what's going on, but I kinda like it,
she said. The music went into a new verse and two more muffins got up and started to dance. Rainbow Dash giggled as Pinkie Pie watched in amused confusion.
This is hilarious! What's next? Just watch,
Fluttershy said. Carrot Cake and Cupcake came up to the dancing muffins, three more joining the chorus line of confections.
It's a sad commentary on life, but I'm not as fazed by this as I should be.
Carrot Cake said.
Do you think this has anything to do with that stand Discord was setting up this morning?
Cupcake asked.
Probably.
Pinkie Pie said.
This is kind of fun. I should be singing here.
Button Mash, meanwhile, was enjoying his cake, watching the muffins dance. The bell to the store rung, signaling some pony coming in the front door. A blonde, gray-coated Pegasus with bubbles for a cutie mark came up to the counter when the muffins noticed her.
Praise the derp!
They chorused, kneeling before her and throwing out their arms in salute.
Praise her sunny disposition and her mismatched eye directions!
Rainbow Dash doubled over with laughter, Fluttershy grinning. The blonde Pegasus stared at the muffins and shrugged. My usual, she said, placing some bits on the counter. Carrot Cake nodded, producing a bag and holding it up.
Okay, in you go,
he said to the muffins. They all trotted into the bag, chanting,
Praise the derp!
over and over again. Fluttershy dispelled the enchantment on the muffins once they were in the bag, giggling. She snapped her fingers once again, switching Carrot Cake and Cupcake's genders, and making it so only Pinkie Pie noticed. Pinkie Pie's jaw dropped in surprise!
What? What's wrong, Pinkie?
Carrot Cake asked, a warm smile on her face. The slender mare quirked her head to the side.
What? You just, huh?
Pinkie Pie stammered. Cupcake frowned, the chubby stallion giving her a worried look.
Pinkie, are you okay? My brain! It burns!
Pinkie Pie said, confused. Rainbow Dash cackled.
I think that's enough,
she said. Fluttershy nodded.
Yeah, any more would be too much,
she said. She snapped her fingers, reverting the cakes back to normal. She and Rainbow Dash appearing in the customer area at full size.
Hi, Pinkie.
Pinkie Pie stared.
Ooh!
She said, finally getting it.
Flutterequus, that's why everything got weird.
The cakes, having never noticed their sudden gender swap, just shrugged and went back to work. Pinkie Pie bounced over to her.
That was so cool! And you look adorable!
Fluttershy grinned happily.
I'm so glad. It wasn't too much though, was it?
You made muffins dance and gave a kid a show he liked!
Pinkie Pie said.
As pranks go, they were fun ones.
Rainbow Dash grinned.
Feel like being our prank buddy for the day?
She said. Pinkie Pie giggled.
I still have a few more hours in my shift, but I can join you later.
Fluttershy grinned happily. Normally she wouldn't join in on the pranks, but she was feeling good. She had these powers for the day, and she wanted to use them.
Sure.
Rainbow Dash cheered.
Awesome!
She said.
And don't worry, it'll just be fun stuff like you've already done.
Fluttershy nodded.
Thank you. And thank you for not being weirded out by this.
She said. Rainbow Dash scoffed.
You're our friend. Why would we be? I just think it's cool that you went first.
Pinkie Pie giggled, nodding in agreement. Ponyville Square.
What you listening to?
Applejack asked. Discord chuckled.
The sound of a very fine day starting.
He said.
Anyway, I assume you're here to take me up on my generous offer?
Applejack nodded, chuckling.
Yeah, family talked me into it.
She said.
You're actually taking a day off? This is a momentous event.
Discord cracked. Applejack rolled her eyes.
Anyway, I've thought about it and I know what I want to try being.
Discord nodded.
Ask away.
To be continued.